Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
What's up, you guys? I wanted to give you a little voiceover of this workout so I can kind of give you some cues of what I'm doing. So I started with this warm-up. It takes me about 10 minutes. I start with a power walk and then I move into a side step shuffle. I do about 20 side step shuffles on each side. So here I have the pace set to about 3.5. You can start with a slower pace if you're just trying this out. Just kind of do whatever feels comfortable. So I do 20 each side and then I turn and increase the pace to a running fast pace. Not quite a sprint, but a fast pace, and then I run there for 1 minute, and I continue and repeat this cycle for about 10 minutes. So this gets my temperature up, gets my body warm. It's a really nice dynamic warm-up, and I find that the time goes by a lot faster doing this opposed to just power walking at a normal pace the entire time. So I find this a lot more enjoyable. After I'm done on the treadmill, I move on to the turf area and I start with 10 walking lunges. I really focus on trying to get my hips warm, so I'm taking a really wide step forward to where my knee is almost grazing the ground. Then I move into some butt kicks for 30, so this keeps my heart rate up in between. And then go right into side step squats, or a lateral squat. So I take a wide step and I'm working with the leg that's planted. So I'm not pushing off or stepping wide forward. It's a very even squat motion. Repeat this 3 times. Next, I'm moving into some glute hypertrophy. So here I'm using the X bands above and below my knees for pause bridges. So I'm taking about a 3-second hold and pause at the top of each bridge. Here I tuck my chin in. I feel like I feel it more in my glutes with my chin tucked in. Some people, that doesn't work for them. That works for me. When I come up, I press and I hold and I push into that time under tension. So it's definitely burning here, but I want to hold and allow that blood flow. Popping right up into lateral steps. So here I'm squat down in an athletic position and I tap back and forth, really keeping that burn going in my abductors, and then I move right into gate swing. So it's like a pop squat, popping out against those bands, pushing my knees against the bands so I really get a great burn in my abductors. Then moving into squats with alternating kickback. So here on that kickback, I'm really feeling that in the top of my glutes. Moving right into knees out squats with a little bounce. So I come down, double bounce, and then squeeze those glutes at the top. And as I'm coming down, I'm kind of pushing out with my knees against the bands. Then I move into 10 lateral squats. So I do 5 going the one direction, and then 5 coming back. The burn is real with these bands, but you really want to push into it. That time under tension is what is going to have your glutes building. So now that I've completed my entire hypertrophy and warm-up, I move into the hip thrusters. So here I am using 2 45-pound plates on each side plus a 10-pound plate on each side. The bar is 45 pounds, so here is 155 pounds. I'm doing a 3-second pause at the top. So this is very intense. I'm also wearing my MB slingshot band around my knees. So this is a very intensive version of this workout. You can start with simply your body weight and then slowly increase to using more and more weight. Form is king on this move. So here I'm driving the pelvis up, kind of with a pelvic tilt, coming to a perfect 45-degree angle and then squeezing and holding the glutes at the top. So you can see those last few reps get a little ugly, but that's okay. These are very intense. Moving on, I head over to the leg press machine. So this one isn't a super incline one. It's when your legs are kind of straight out in front of you. And I do single leg presses. So I'm gonna do 3 sets of 10 on each leg. And I'm pressing through the outside of my foot and trying to get that knee all the way back down so I get really nice range of motion. This is using a lighter weight, so the machine itself provides a lot of resistance here. So I think I set it to maybe 10 or 12 pounds on top of my own body weight, and the machine sliding back and forth, it can feel very heavy, so you really don't have to use super heavy weight for this. I like doing single leg exercises to make sure that I'm really focusing on that one side at a time, because it is possible to build and overcompensate on one side. Then I move right into leg raises. So here I'm doing 3 sets of 10 of the single press and then 10 leg raises on each side between every set. So this really gets that burn, or continues the burn going. Right now my glutes are on fire after everything I've already done. Then I get back into it and I do press jumps. So here I'm starting with my feet together and then I jump out wide. So I'm setting it to 90 pounds. I'm feet together, jump, and then I come out wide into a squat and jump back and forth. So this is kind of like that gate swing that I showed earlier with the bands, but I'm doing this on the machine, and this is intense. You can see by my face that I am hating my life and really feeling this in my quads. Thanks again for watching. Like this video and please subscribe.